Hello, hello, and hello again. This is the king of Called It Like I See It, and we are coming back to discuss another topic. Welcome to Called It Like I See It, a page where we look past the BS and call it exactly how we see it. Come on, hit that subscribe button if you want to be a seer. And here we go. We are talking about, we saw a preview of the reunion of Atlanta Housewives. And we're going to talk about Eva and Porsha. Yes, I don't know if any of you out there have saw the preview of Atlanta Housewives, where they're showing a little snippet of what's going to be going on as they join together on the internet through Zoom or whatever program they're using to have their virtual reunion. And there's one snippet on this preview of the reunion that shows Porsha say that she would never ever be friends with Eva or forgive Eva because Eva spoke on her child. And Eva said, I did not speak on your child. And Porsha said, yes, you did, bitch. Well, let's talk about it and let's call it like we see it. First of all, Porsha is referring to the moment where Eva said that her daughter looks like dentist in a bow. And a lot of people feel like Eva was being shady, saying that her daughter was not attractive or her daughter looked like a boy. And I'm going to call it exactly how I see it. I think that it's a bunch of BS. I feel like Porsha need to find a reason to be mad at Eva because she made up with Nene and now Nene and Eva are not friends. So she had to pick a side. So she couldn't just pick a side based upon her being bad friends with Nene. That she knew that people would be getting on top of her head about that. So she needed the easiest thing to do, and the easiest thing to use is her saying that the baby looks like her dad with the bow. Porsha reaching, and everybody else out there that think that was a read is reaching. Now, let me tell you why that is so hypocritical. Because if Porsha's daughter was a little boy, and Eva had to say, ooh, he looked just like Porsha with the fade, I can guarantee you that Porsha would not have a problem with it because she would be saying that her little son looks like a woman. But because she's saying that your daughter looked like a dad, if I was Dennis, I would even feel some kind of way that she's even mad about that statement because it seems like you are trying to call your child's father unattractive. If you mad because Eva said that his daughter looks like him with the bow, then you must not really feel that Dennis is attractive. Because if someone said that my daughter looked like me in the bow, me knowing that I am attractive and I'm a good looking man, then that means that my daughter is the female version of me. So I don't see what the issue is at hand. I feel like Porsha is reaching because she needed an excuse to be mad at Eva because now that she's looking over the fact that Nene has called her Miss Piggy, which equates that she's giving birth to a piglet, but it's okay because it's Nene. But Eva says my beautiful daughter looks like her dad in a bow, and that's the problem. See, we got to stop the double standards. Because people say that little boys look like their mothers and look like little girls all the time, and we have no problem with it. But because my daughter looks like her dad, It's a problem. I've seen many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women out in this world that looks like they dad, but they look like the pretty female version of their dad. They have the same features of their dad, but it's more softer and they're prettier. But when you sit them side by side with their father, they look exactly like their father. But when you separate the two, they look like a beautiful woman. Porsha needs to stop. She's looking for a reason. So all of a sudden now you're going to have a problem with everybody who Nene have a problem with. First, you and Kenya was cool in the beginning. And then all of a sudden, because you and Nene made up, now you mad at Kenya because of Tanya. You had to find that excuse to be mad at Kenya. So you had a good excuse because you could say, oh, me and Tanya's all of a sudden, quote unquote, the new freaking frack. So I'm mad at Kenya over an issue that's not even my issue, that has nothing to do with me. Now, because me and Nene back close friends, I'm going to be mad at Eva. But I can't just be mad at Eva. I have to have a legitimate reason. So I'm going to use her saying that my daughter looked just like her dad, which she does, as an excuse to be mad at her. I'm going to flip it and try to read too much into it, and I'm going to try to make it shade so I can have something to be mad at her. But then the truth, I'm just mad at her because I done made an alliance with Nene, so now I got to be against everybody that Nene's against. We going to call it exactly like we see it. All Porsha fans could be out there saying, oh, that was a read. Eva was reading. No, it's not a bad thing to say that your daughter looks like her dad in a bow. If you laid down and had a baby with this man, then obviously you think this man is attractive, unless it was all for the, unless you really don't. And it was because he had a little bit of change in his pocket. Because we can flip it like this. Porsha don't think Dennis is attractive. If you mad that your daughter, someone says your daughter look like her dad in a bow, a man that you have laid down with on many occasions, a man that you live your everyday life with, a man that you want to marry and have kids with, then obviously you think he's attractive. So your daughter looking like him is not a bad thing. But if you only with him for his coins, then of course you would be mad when someone says she looks like him if you don't think he's attractive. Come on, Porsha, we need some answers. Because why you trying to flip it on Eva is really flipped on you. Do you think Dennis is attractive? Is that why you put the picture of you and the baby side by side of your baby picture to persuade people that she looks like you? Come on. The ditch you trying to dig for Eva, you digging for yourself. And the broom agrees with me. It just doesn't make any sense. So we calling it like we see it, and we feel like Porsha is reaching because Porsha has made alliance with Nene. So now she's flipping on everybody that she has to for Nene for the next season. And we feel like that was an easy scapegoat, using Eva saying that the baby looked like Dennis with a bow, when looking like your father is not a bad thing. But we have hypocrites that feel her looking like her father is a bad thing, but a son looking like their mother is a good thing. The double standards. The double standards. Come on, let's stop that. But anyway, guys, we are on here and this is Call It Like I See It. If you want to become a part of the SEERS equating to seeing past the BS, seeing past what people put on social media, what people put on, say, on blogs, and seeing the truth of the matter and seeing the truth of what is going on and calling it exactly how we see it. Subscribe, share, and I see you the next time.